Hey y'all. Okay, so there's a lot of news going on in there, isn't there? Um, okay, so I wanted to point this out because I started thinking about this. Because, a lot of people are more in the know or they follow stuff more often or longer, however. Anyways, I wanted to point out that, to maybe point out this, so maybe you could look at it how I guess other people might look at it too or something. Okay, so like the night of the election, I know I was praying, so I'm sure other people were praying too. So I just wanted to point that out. Maybe it'll help you understand or see how other people probably look at it too. And of course, like for me, after the election, I figured that I'd start seeing people being like, oh yeah, we dodged a bullet. And then I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I see that how uninformed I guess people are, because they're still stuck in the media zone or whatever. And then I see that I feel like the media helped them with some hatred, and stuff like that. So, it's like, okay. So a lot of people aren't on the same page. And then there was something that just came in my head that I was going to point out. And I forgot. Okay. So, yes. Then you see all the hatred with people. And then I'm like, I've wanted to, get mad at people. Like, do you not know about Benghazi? Or, I had already heard, in the news a lot about the Fast and Furious, for years or whatever, And, so anyways, of course, I try not to judge people, but I do see how a lot of people are they idolize these people and, getting past the idolization or whatever, however, y'all know what I mean. Getting past that is really hard. And then I realized that sometimes people get really upset when you try to tell them you're getting brainwashed or programmed by the TV. Like they seem like it's way over their head, or they get mad about it, like upset about it. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, so, but I've had my thoughts and feelings, my senses or whatever all this time, so it's kind of helped me. So it's kind of like, I kind of can see where people get misconstrued or whatnot. And there was something else. So I wanted to point out that, of course, people were probably praying the night of the election and stuff like that. So if you look at it like that, then, it might kind of help, see where people's head is at. So, okay, yes. So I was thinking, and now change subject kind of. So I was thinking the other night, which, do y'all look anything up? Okay. Which that will be a part of videos when I get to it, But anyways, oh yeah, so I was thinking, who or what is paying for the 5G? I was thinking, yeah, he endorsed it, Trump endorsed it, or, whatever. Then it was well, doesn't it mean, our bills and stuff would go up, So that's when I had looked it up, who's funding 5G or whatever. And that's when I realized it was Yahweh are involved in that. So, of course, I'm reading the article, and I'm reading it the way I'm reading it, and eventually the person writing the article in so many ways was getting on to Trump for doing what he was, doing or trying to do whatnot with Yahweh. So, or whatever. So I wanted to point that out because I was sitting there thinking about that. And then that's when I looked up that, and then I read that article or whatnot. So, wanted to point that out. And, of course, even when I was in high school, I was like, it just looks like a dog and pony show that goes on in Washington, So, even I thought that, even, as a high schooler or whatever, a teenager or whatever. So, anyways, all these thoughts and memories and stuff like that, thinking seeing this and that and the other back whenever. But, anyways, so I believe that's all I wanted to say. Point those things out so maybe y'all can understand and see maybe how other people might be kind of looking at it too and stuff. But, all right, well, I'll see y'all soon, and have a good night or whatnot. All right. God bless.